SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Tonight we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ground. This is Joe Mixon. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Bengals.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Gerald Everett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Chargers 0.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, that's one stuff. We'll see if this defense has another in their back pocket.
And I just wonder on the other side of the ball, do you just challenge the big guys up front? This is a short yardage situation. We ought to be able to pick this up. Or do you say to yourself, they are awfully tough. I've got to throw it on this down.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Bengals... The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. First down. Here's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back, and this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
John Ross with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
The kick is...
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
3rd and long. It's Herbert. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15.
Complete to Austin.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Chargers, nothing.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jerry Tillery just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Being chased out left. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever.
Loss on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Herbert has him knocked free, and the Bengals grab it. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 10, 5. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. We know, but
okay,
you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On second down, here's Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Chargers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Bengals 27, Chargers nothing. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that they're...
This is caught inside the 15. And we're in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
John Ross with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on.
It is good.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Looking to throw on second down. Herbert, short pass caught by Henry. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. They'll find Williams on the slant. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
49-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
33-yard line.
Herbert back to the air. Oh, almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert just beat the play clock. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for a pick. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
To the sideline and incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
5 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. It's Eckler again. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 35-yard line. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 44 yards on the ground. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Caught left side, Williams. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Herbert operating from the red zone toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Well, a design run for their wideout, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. A good Good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
John Ross, 61 yards. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Bengals 41, Chargers 7.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. His third interception. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to take over the 21-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Burrow on 3rd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. From a yard out. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
And at their own 25-yard line.
The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
We'll see if they can do it here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here is Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Calling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Eckler. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Austin Eckler.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line.
1st and 10.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP?
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Now, the Bengals on third down, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Running back Joe Mixon, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up second.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Chargers 41-yard line.
To the air again, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Burrow loses the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Backed up now from their own 4 as they come up 2nd down. From down near his goal line here, Herbert. This complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Herbert. Allen has it, left side. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down.
1st and 10.
The offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Once more, here's Eckler. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
200 Henry brings up 3rd down.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cincinnati, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it basketball. Can I get the dash? Can I catch me both? Ooh, can I get the dash? Can I catch me both? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only when it gets exception, ain't no truce.